Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Tampa Bay Lightning Be a GM. Alright, so we are through now to, this is February 1st, getting ready for the trade deadline nearly. It's just a couple months away once we get through the Olympic break, which is ridiculously long. I asked you guys what we should do about the trade deadline. Should we rock what we have? Some people suggest that we make an upgrade to goaltending. Let's wait until we're closer to the deadline, and I'll make a decision. But yeah, I think we do. Maybe I think Martin Brodeur would definitely be our guy that we have in our headlights. We'll probably have to give up Bishop, a second-round pick from maybe next year or the year after, and maybe a third-round pick from one of those years as well, just to give up some, give them something to get back. But yeah, he could definitely be somebody that brings us into the future. Let's take a look at save percentage. Is he up there? He's not up there. He's not up there for goals against average either, and he's not up there for wins. But wins don't say a lot. I mean, unless your goalie starts all the time, you're not going to be up there for wins. So let's wait till we get closer before we make a decision. And we do have some players we can give away if we need to, but we're not going to be at that situation. Let's go up to the Dallas game here. We got Montreal ahead of us right now. Montreal. Oh, 8-3 loss. That is a tough one. Scout. Why does it keep scouting the Swiss? I don't understand that. I don't set it there. Goalies. Let's take a look back at the queue, see how we got here. So they got him as a 3.5 yellow star. Oh, they got a top 10 in there. And a top 10 here in Clint Windsor. So let's go here for a month to the OHL. Let's get a little bit more information. Let's continue our sim here. First against Dallas. So this will be interesting to see. Definitely this year's taking some interesting twists. Minnesota. 3-2 win. That's what I'm talking about right there. And it looks like Bishop got the win on that one. So Bishop's doing really well as well. You know, he could be, I think we lost that one in, overtime. Oh, no, I think it was regulation. I'm not sure anyway. Detroit, we beat them well. There you go. We've got their number this year. Perfect. So that's perfect. We got a win. We got 35 wins going into the All-Star break. The Olympic break. It'd be nice to actually have the Olympics in here in some way. You know, not even if the Olympics. Every 4 years you have, the break for an international tournament or something like that. That would be pretty cool, I think. But of course, this game's all about not making it as realistic as possible. I don't know. I picked up FIFA 14 for the Xbox One, and I gotta say, my last name is actually in the play-by-play for that game, so I was happy about it. It's not in this one, though. Made by the same company, but because nobody with my last name plays in the NHL, it's not going to be in there. But because somebody with my last name in the soccer world, it's in there. It's stupid. Oh, 4-1 loss. They should just combine names. That's all. All right, so we're 35, 22, and 2. Not the best. Where does that put us in terms of standings? So we're second, only 1 point behind Toronto. 10 points back of the league lead that is Pittsburgh. So, I mean, Stamkos has 25 goals. How is he for goals anyway? He's not even in the top there. Oh, no, sorry, 7. Not up there for assists. Not far off, though. Not far off. We're getting good production from San Luis as well. So I think we're definitely buyers here. I think what we will do is we'll pick up the extra goaltending. We'll make a trade. We'll get a better goaltender here. I don't think we have to trade much else. Some people said make the Crosby deal, but in order to get Crosby, I'm going to have to give up quite a bit. And I don't want to give up that yet until the offseason when our players get better. Or we can reassess when how our players are, and if Martin St. Louis is going to stick around. Scout assignment. Let's see here. We scouted goalies in the OHL. So he's off at 4.5 yellow. Let's take a look at the OHL defenseman again. We'll scout here for a month. Get that information updated. And who knows? We'll see how things go. But yeah, we're definitely going to try and make a move here for Martin Brodeur. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go to the trade block. Should we do it in the trade deadline? No, let's do it. Let's do it before the trade deadline. Okay, let's do it before the... Oh, GM options. Let's do it before the trade deadline. Trade negotiations, trade players. I feel like Martin Brodeur is definitely going to be our best bet. Let's see what kind of goalies are on the trading block, okay? Okay, so... Malcolm Subban's up there, 4.5 yellow starred goaltender. He's got a lot of value, but I won't get him. He's not worth it. Let's see, Buffalo, Ryan Miller's on there. Calgary, no. It may, see, because we're looking for a middle of the pack goalie. Nope. No. See, and it's tough to get a goalie that's middle of the pack. It really is. Backstrom is 36 years old. His value is a little bit higher at $3.18 million. Montreal? Nope. Nashville? No, of course not. New Jersey? Yep. I would almost get Martin Brodeur. I would almost get him. Or what we could do is we could go for... oops, where is it? Minnesota. We could go for Nick Backstrom, but his value is a lot higher. That's a big deal. He could last a couple years for us if we get, you know, an elite prospect goalie. And, oh, I forgot to appear offline. Hold on. Killasaurus made his way into the game. Or into the video. Settings. Preferences. Busy. So, Backstrom, Brodeur. Who else is there? Let's take a look. Ottawa. Nope. Philly. Doesn't look like there's probably going to be anybody else. Yaroslav Halak. He's 28 years old. His trade value is quite a bit higher. Like, we'd be giving up way more than we want to for a guy like that. I would rather go with Backstrom or... Let's see here. Vancouver, no. Washington, no. Winnipeg, no. So, I think either Backstrom... Let's go to Minnesota. Let's try Backstrom. All right, so we'll throw Nick Backstrom on there. And they don't want any goalies back. So that could be a problem. Let's take a look here at New Jersey. Would they take... Do they have any goalies? They don't want any goalies either. Okay, so let's take Martin Brodeur off. Oops. Let's go back to Minnesota. Nice, they're nice and close. Let's go to Backstrom. Let's add goalies. Ben Bishop is the one I'd get rid of, I think. They're about the same overall, but he's got a higher cap hit. So that, and we have to give a bunch of picks. You know what? I'm giving up too much. So I'm going to go back to New Jersey. I'm going to pick up Martin Brodeur. They also want to get rid of his son, who's 4.5 yellow stars, Anthony. No. All right, we'll trade for Martin Brodeur. We'll deal with the rest in the offseason. Let's take a look at what we can get rid of in terms of picks. What do they want for picks? So they want a second pick. Ottawa's is worth more. Let's see, how far in the distance do they want him? Okay, here we go. Let's do the 2016 second round pick. All right, our cap is a little bit off. We'd still need to give up one more player that they'd want. Let's see here. Ollie Schuster. What is he? 4.5 yellow star defensive defenseman. 6'8", 225. No, he will stick around at that size. Johnson. Who's Johnson? 3.5 yellow star center with terrible face-offs. Tyler Johnson. I could definitely find a place for Tyler Johnson. All right, I think that's a little bit too much given up. Let's go to picks, and let's ask for a fourth in return, okay? So we're going to offer Ben Bishop, our second, and our second from 2016, and Tyler Johnson for Martin Brodeur and their fourth from 2015. Will that go through? It won't. We don't think it makes sense to take on the salary of Ben Bishop. So odds are they're not going to take Ben Bishop at all. I'd have to give up Lynn back. Now let's see the difference between the two goalies. Age is... He's about to cap out as well. So let's just switch it up. Let's put Lynn back on there instead. He'll probably take that, I would think. And Brodeur for this. We might even be able to squeeze another pick out of them. Let's ask for a fifth from this year. Will this go through? There you go. I doubt anybody will think New Jersey came out on the short end of the stick with this trade, so it's a done deal. All right, so the cap hit was an issue for them. What does that leave us for cap total? There we go. $2.7 million cap space. They got $800,000. We've got a better goalie. Roster moves, I guess. I don't know. Edit lines? What's the issue? Goalies. Bishop and Brodeur. Okay. What's the issue? I don't understand. Oh. Edit lines manually in the AHL. That's what it is. Best lines. There you go. Okay, so Killorn. Everybody said Killorn gets really good. What is his rating? 3 yellow stars and he gets really good? Okay, interesting. Kucherov now is a 78 sniper. That's crazy, unbelievable. I wonder what our buddy is. Oh, they won't show that yet, will they? They won't show that yet. Well, you know what? I can go to contracts. Let's see what Druin's at. I'm just curious now because Kucherov's a 78 overall in the system. Druin's a 72 overall already. Wow, these guys are getting good. Unbelievable. We're so lucky to have these two snipers in the system. They're unbelievable. And Jonathan Druin's got good face-offs too, 75. He could center another like a number 2 power play unit with that face-off. Put him on the power play, and then you could have Jonathan Drouin, or sorry, Steven Stamkos and then Kucherov on another one. Like, that's crazy. Crazy good. He could play next year for sure. He will play next year. And he could play the top line. He could play the top line with Sidney Crosby. I feel like we need to make the move for Sidney Crosby. It would be absolutely dirty to have Sidney Crosby in the lineup too. Nemistikov, he's 70 overall. Unbelievable. These guys are getting pretty good. All right. I'm happy. And somebody said Ernie also gets to be really good as well. And he's 4.5 red stars, 18 years old, young guy. You know how much I like two-way forwards because they bring that they bring a flair to the system. You know what? We could have a good lineup to go. Oh my goodness, our potential in this on this team is so good. The only place we're missing potential is defense. But we've got Victor Hedman. I'd like to come up with another two-way defenseman that could be a top 4.5 yellow star guy. We'll see how it goes. So let's go into the trade deadline here. We'll complete it officially. Jared Stahl. No. Power forward, right wing. No, that's okay. You don't have enough potential. Sorry, Stahl. Let's see. We got St. Louis and a loss to St. Louis. All right, that's fine. It's 1-0. It's not like Brodeur gave us a hard time. It was our offense that didn't get it done. Continue. Oh, let's answer from Anaheim. R2 first for Jonas Hiller. No, I don't see why we would need to do that. That's a lot of value for a goalie that's 1 overall higher than Brodeur. I think that Brodeur might even stick around for another year. And if we got that other year, we can get a prospect in the system. We could sign somebody off free agency. You never know. No one else is going to come. No, nothing else is going to come here. No. All right, that's fine with me. I'm totally fine with that. So I'm really banking on a lot of players to just stick around for next year. One of them being Martin Brodeur. If Brodeur gave us another year, that'd be unbelievable. Look at Stamkos' production right now. That's crazy. There's a 2-1 win over the Buffalo Sabres. Boston's doing terrible this year, 26-30. Well, and Bergeron's your leading scorer at 18 goals. That's a loss. In overtime, I'll take that. That's okay. We could get to 45 wins this year. That would be a really nice spot to get to. Well, you need 45 wins pretty much to make the playoffs. I mean, because that'll be like 90 points plus the 4 in the overtime losses. There's a 5-3 win. Okay, finally get some wins. I don't know why Brodeur is not our leading winner in goals or in wins. I don't know why he's not leading in wins. That's crazy. But there's another win for us. That doesn't matter. We got game number, or possibly win number 40 here against the... we lost to Vancouver. Bishop might be going in net now. We'll see what happens. Against Toronto on a 3-0 loss. Good God, that must have been Bishop. 4-2 loss. Okay, stop this. That's too many losses in a row. Too many losses in a row. How many? I had 3 wins right away. 3 wins and 2 losses. And now I've had 1, 2, 3 losses in a row. So let's go up to the 31st. See if that changes our fortunes a little bit here. Pittsburgh, one of the best teams in the league. If we beat them, that'd be a big deal for us. There you go. 3-2 win. That's what I'm talking about. Ottawa now. Spets has got 41 assists. Oh, there's a 4-3 win. Stamkos with 28 goals. Martin Saint-Louis with 44 assists. I hope Stamkos gets to about 30, 35 goals. That'd be a nice spot for him to be at. 3-2 win over the Islanders. Looks like they were really banging with Thomas Vanek there, too. He had 29 goals. Matt Molson with 20. Oh, look, there's the traded teams. We got Buffalo now. Matt Molson. Tyler Myers with 32 assists. 5-1 loss. When I think of players that might be able to be a good top pairing, it'd be Myers and Hedman because they're huge. So we lost to Detroit probably for the first time. All right, so he's a 4.5 or 3.5 white star. We knew that. We still don't know about him. Phaneuf. Let's go to defenseman. Let's scout Ekblad. McCowan looks like he could be another good player as well. All right. So we're through the month now. I believe that's 2 months we did, but we'll finish up the year because we're almost done. We don't have many games left. We've got about half a month left to go. Let's see here. We're not up there for any of those. Bishop has actually got 17 wins. We're not up there for save percentage. Goals, we are... Or sorry, point Stamkos is up there now. Finally, he's on the board. Goals, he's not up there anymore. He's dropped off a little bit. And then for assists, we're not up there. We're close. We are second in our division. We're going to make the playoffs this year. That's unbelievable. I don't think it had anything to do with our goaltending. But it definitely had a lot to do with our players. And the goal, you know what? The goalies did do well, but I don't think goaltending was an issue for us, is what I mean by that. All right, here we go. Montreal, there you go. 3-1 win. Yeah, I don't think that adding Brodeur necessarily helped us. I don't think it hurt us, but I don't think it necessarily helped us a huge bunch. But if you make the playoffs after you make a trade, well, then that's good. And there's a 4-3 win. It looks like Brodeur is putting up some wins for us. All right, so 45 wins is what I would like to get because that'll get us to 100 points, 95 points, and that's pretty much guaranteed in the playoffs at that point. Can we do it? Ah, there's a loss in regulation as well. Stamkos is up there for goals and assists now. 28 goals, 46 assists. Come on, get some goals, Stamkos. 3-2 win. There you go. And that was Bishop's win, I believe, on that one. And then we got Philadelphia and then Columbus. Oh, there's a win and Columbus. This is maybe our 47th win if we can put it up. Oh my God, our 47th win. How many games do we have left? One game? One or two games? Probably just one. One game against Washington. Can we beat them for the finish? Come on. Ah, 3-0 loss. That's okay. That's all right. Not a big deal. We finished 47, 30, and 5. That's a very respectable overall for a team that just did not have goaltending for the first half of the year. Points. Stamkos is not up there. He did not get any more points in the last little bit there. That's crazy. He didn't get a point per game. That's bad. Let's see here. For goals, not up there. Assists, not up there. Team standings, we finished in tie for first place for our division, but that doesn't matter. Well, we're actually first place in our division because Tampa Bay, we're second place. We must have lost to Toronto too many times or some other shit, whatever the tiebreaker is. 99 points, that's really nice for us. Let's sim up a couple days. I'm going to find out who we're going to play in the playoffs. We're going to play Montreal. So we're going to play Montreal in the first round. That's not bad at all. I'll take Montreal. Let's take a look first at the stats and the team standings. See how we finished. So we finished 5th in the league behind Toronto, Colorado, Los Angeles, and Pittsburgh. Goals for per game, we were 14th. Goals against per game, 23rd. That we saw some drops for sure. Power play was 10th. Our penalty kill, did it get any better? No, it's still dead. Actually, it did. It went up 2%, so I'll take that. All right, let's take a look at player stats. Let's see how everybody finished. NHL. And then I'm going to do a player growth assessment. Points, Stamkos got 74. Martin Saint-Louis got 72. That's really good for Saint-Louis. I mean, he had he had 74 in that year, 99 the year before. He won the scoring race last year in the NHL. Filppula, 55 points. That's good for a second line. Purcell, that's not good for his first line. That's terrible. Prospel, not bad for the second line. Brett Connolly, 44 points. Carl had 42 points. Wow, that's really good for a two-way defenseman. Hedman had 39 points. Salo had 28 points. Malone, 25. Pyatt, 22. You can take a look at this really quickly. All right. Let's take a look then at player growth. I'll do that really quickly here. GM options. I like player growth. I think it's interesting now that they've got that in here. Did anybody go up? Gudis did. And Tyrell just went up a little bit. That's it. Let's take a look at the AHL. Kucherov is an 80 overall now. That's not including off-season. He's an 80 overall. What's gone up for him? All shooting categories. Wrist shot power, 92 power. 84 accuracy. Kucherov is going to be an insane sniper. If he's at an 80 now, that means that probably Druin's about a 74. So we'll take a look at that right now quickly. It's always interesting to track your players. Druin is still a 72. But you know what? Staggering those players as they enter the league will be nice because Kucherov is an 890 for 1, 2, 3 years. So we'll get him 2 years in the NHL at that price. And at that kind of sniping, that kind of shooting ability for a player like that, he could step into the NHL right away and be effective. That's the type of player he is. You don't need the body checking. You don't need the defensive awareness if you're playing that top line. You know what? You just need it to play with solid two-way players, and that's something Sidney Crosby or Jonathan Toews could bring us, all right? So, I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. When we come back, we're in the playoffs against the Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully, it can be more successful than we were with Colorado the last time when we played Nashville. All right? So, until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.